Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it's been a minute since I last uploaded a video like this where I'm just sitting and talking. And the reason I never opened up about, but I will now, is that I have been struggling with addiction of the mind to a substance. Two substances, actually. One is methamphetamine, and the other one, which I consider to be an even worse addiction, is pornography. And I was struggling with it very badly from February of 2026 to May 2026. And since May, I checked myself into rehab, and since then I've been in recovery. Now when it comes to the meth, I have been 76 days clean today, which is the longest I've ever had clean from that substance, which is wild. I never thought I'd even get 2 weeks when I first started. When it comes to the pornography, see, the meth was a 3-year addiction of mine, and so I'm very proud of the progress I've made. The pornography, I've had a couple slips in these past 76 days, 3, but I'm still super proud, because from what I came from when I first started this journey right here to where I am right now, 3 slips is nothing, because from February till May, I was watching it every single day, almost all day. It was terrible. It completely warped my reality. I was the most depressed I'd ever been. I was the loneliest I'd ever been. Even though I had people who supported me, I still, in my heart, I felt all alone. I felt like nobody understands my struggle. I felt nobody knows what the hell is going on in my life. And even if I tell them, they won't understand. And so I felt very isolated, and I felt very hopeless in that time. And so the reason why I'm making this video right now is, for one, I want to vent out some of the things that have been on my mind, some frustrations, but also some, sorry, there's people there. They like to pry in your business. I want to vent out some frustrations, but I also want to give some advice to those who are also struggling with this addiction, because I truly feel that this is the best shot I've ever had at recovery from both of these substances. And I'll tell you and I'll walk you through some of the benefits that I've been experiencing right now. But then ultimately the decision will be up to you. If any of you are struggling with any substance, it doesn't have to be meth or porn. It can be weed. It can be just regular sex. Right? There's a lot of sex addicts. It can be gambling. Any kind of addiction that you have. Food, right? Drinks. You can't stop buying gas station drinks. You know, it happens. And at some point, they start to consume you, and they start to be the only thing that you can think about. And they start to occupy more and more time and space and energy. And you start to get sick and tired of these things, but you can't seem to let them go because they've got their grip on you. And so, yesterday, I spoke to a gentleman, and I was talking to him about how tough it is to be in recovery. And I was complaining to him. I was like, man, my life is so tough, and I've been putting in all this work, and I've been consistent, and I have had a routine, yet I feel like nothing's working, right? I got some very bad cravings, and I didn't give in to them. Yet why am I still here? Why do I still feel like I'm at square one? Why does it feel like I've made no progress? Why do I not get any relief from all the work I've put in, right? Because at the end of the day, it's the relief I seek. right? That's why I did drugs. That's why I watch porn. It's not because I'm a terrible person. It's not because I like, sitting in my room and watching that shit, or sticking a needle in my arm. I don't enjoy that. What I enjoy is the comfort, the feeling of I'm okay and I'm gonna be okay and the future's gonna be all right and I don't have to worry about nothing, right? Those are the feelings that I chase. And so when I was told that you're never gonna get those feelings from drugs or pornography, naturally, just like anybody would, I decided to put a stop. Now, obviously, it's not that easy to stop a drug like meth or pornography, which I think has even bigger hooks than meth. But that's another video. But I will make that video. So when I spoke to this gentleman and I was complaining to him, he told me, look, man, you're in rehab right now. You haven't done shit in your life, right? Right now, you're not doing shit, no matter how hard you're working, because you're in a controlled environment. You're surrounded by like-minded people, right? You're getting every opportunity you can to relax, to take it easy, to just focus on your recovery. The real test is going to be when you get back out in the real world, when the drugs are going to be accessible to you, when you're going to have a room to yourself. Right now, I'm living with 7 other dudes in one house. So there's no real privacy except when you go to the toilet. But, then again, somebody's knocking on your door. Hey, man, I got to take a shit. So when I get back out there, I'm going to have to go back into college. I'm going to have to go start working part-time again. I'm going to have to make my own food. I'm going to have to pay my own bills, right? All that stuff is waiting for me out there. So if I'm already complaining here, what am I going to do when I go back out there, right? And am I going to relapse is the question. So the point is, life is tough, right? That's the point of this video, is regardless, life is going to be tough. Whether I'm clean, whether I'm sober, whether I'm recovered, or whether I'm relapsing, or whether I'm using drugs or pornography or women or any number of bad coping methods to deal with life, all it does is it numbs the pain temporarily, never takes it away. So whether I'm in my addiction or whether I'm clean and sober, life's going to be tough. Whether I'm single, whether I'm in a relationship, life's going to be tough. Whether I have a job, whether I don't have a job, life's going to be tough. Whether I have money, whether I don't have money, life's going to be tough. Whether I have family, whether I don't have family, life's going to be tough. Whether I'm good looking, whether I'm ugly, life's going to be tough. The question is, which tough do I want? Which tough do I pick today? Because if I say, oh my God, being sober is too tough, I'm gonna go relapse. Well, guess what? If I relapse, I'm gonna have to deal with the cravings all over again. I'm gonna have to deal with jail, loss of health, loss of trust. The fact that I'm gonna be dependent on a substance all over again, just to make me feel okay. I'm gonna have no money in my bank account. Everything in my life is gonna become a liability, from going to class to going to work, having friends. Everything's gonna turn to shit again. That's the reason why I checked myself into rehab, because doing the drugs was too fucking painful. But then there's the pain of being sober, the pain of having to deal with life on life's terms, the pain of having to deal with shitty people, shitty situations, things I don't like on a daily basis, every single day, having to have a routine, especially when I don't want to follow that routine, having to follow it, having to be disciplined, right? There's that pain. But guess what? Both of them are painful, but one of them rewards you in the long run. We all know which one. And so the question is, if I can stick through this pain right now of the discomfort that I feel, all these emotions that I've been suppressing for so long that are now popping up, and are now, there are times when I don't even know how to handle these emotions. I just get paralyzed. I'm just in fear. You know, what if I let it out in the wrong way? What if I piss somebody off? What if they don't get it? What if I get told off? And so I'm learning to and the only thing that my mind wants to do is go to the comfortable thing that it knows from the past, which is, oh, let's go watch some porn, or oh, let's shoot dope. Right? That's what's gonna fix me. That's what's gonna make me feel good inside. Because it's the only thing I know. The mind hates discomfort. The mind hates trying something new. I'm in uncharted territory right now. I've never been this clean off. Like, I'm clean, like, except for pornography. I've been clean off of all substances on the planet. Not even a vape, not even a cigarette, not even a nicotine patch, even candy for the past 76 days. And the pornography, I had 3 slips, total of, I would say, like 7 minutes I've watched porn in these past 76 days. Just 7 minutes I've watched it. My mind is so much clearer. I view women differently now. I don't view them as, you know, just a way for me to get my pleasure, just a way for me to get what I want, and just for me to, you know, impose my selfish desires on. No, I see them as creatures of God. Well, right, I'm not quite there yet, as creatures of God, because I don't even see men, like, I see men as pathetic too, a lot of them. A lot of women I see pathetic too, just people in general. But I am starting to see them as humans now, and I am starting to have a different kind of curiosity about them, not just a sexual one, not just what it would feel like to do XYZ with them, but rather, you know, wow, there's something I could learn from her, right? She's good in this department in life that I'm trying to be good at as well, whether it be intellect, whether it be discipline, right? Whether it be taking care of herself, whether it be cooking, whether it be career, whatever it is. I'm starting to see them as more than that, and it's actually freeing. It's freeing because it puts shackles on me to view women as just sex objects, because then I start worshiping them, right? It's like worshiping an idol, right? An idol is an object, but you're worshiping it. And that's what I would do. I would worship women because I want that one thing from them, and that thing is paramount to even, you know, me having my own family, me doing anything with my life. No, I want sex. I want sex. And even if I get it, well, fuck it, I want more tomorrow. Doesn't do anything for me. All these men talking about their body counts and I slept with this beautiful chick and look at this chick I slept with and all that stuff, like they don't understand. They're in a trap, right? No beautiful woman could ever suppress that urge, that manly urge that we have for any period of time. You could sleep with 50 fucking women in a single day, right? And then tomorrow you're gonna want to sleep with 51. And if you don't get those 51 women the next day, you're gonna be fucking pissed. And you're gonna be begging women at some point in the future. You're gonna be begging them. All right. So let me ask you something, right? The more pussy you slay, right? Are you their master now, or are they your master? Don't fall for that illusion. But anyway, that's a video for another time. I'm sorry I didn't upload for such a long time. I have not forgotten about my channel. I'm actually just getting started now. The addiction took away everything from me, or slowly, you know, taking away my personality, taking away the things I love and I'm interested in, my hobbies. It became my God. Addiction became my God. It's all I would worship. It's all I would think about. It's all I would pursue. So now, I will continue to post videos. I really like this. I like this way of venting because there doesn't have to be an old man at the end of my how do I say this in a non-weird way? Doesn't have to be an old man sitting in front of me, hearing what I say and then having to give me a remark at the end of it, something that I may want to hear, something that I may not want to hear. It can just be YouTube, right? It can just be people who may resonate with what I say, who may understand me in some way and just agree with me. Or, you know, you can disagree with me, that's fine too. I'm always open to criticism. Even if it's destructive criticism, it still teaches me a lot. But I'm definitely gonna start uploading a lot more now, and it's gonna be a lot of, well, we'll see where it goes. I'm starting to get my personality back, right? Because I'm actually starting to do right by myself. So I'm learning to trust myself again. I'm learning new things about myself every week. So we'll see where it goes from here. Anyway, till then, peace.